producer, bitch. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? This is Black Wolf, and this is, I don't know what this is. Oh, this is an episode of I'm a Producer, bitch. What's up, Dago? What's up, what's up? This will be most likely the 8th edition or episode of I'm a Producer, bitch. So, I'm in the middle of something because I'm trying to do a mix. I gotta mix a couple of tracks for other artists and other shows that I'm starting to produce. I want to have different music. I don't want to use the same sounds I've been using, so I have to come up with new stuff. I also have some of new stuff from Valentino, thank God, that you guys have never heard. And so we're going to be using these tracks to enlighten you, not just mainly on this show, because this show has its own signature sound that we're going to keep using. Pretty much all the shows we have their own signature sound, except for the new ones. There's gonna be 3 new ones coming, and 2 of them are from females, friends of mine. One of them, we're already pushing the commercial. If you ever seen the commercial, it says Day is coming. Yeah, you'll soon know who Day is. You've probably seen her with me. You will start seeing her with me at events. I can tell you a little bit about her. Day is an individual that I met probably a couple of years ago. Friends, that's all we are. I do have female friends and it's a female. I have female friends that I can get along with and not be accused of being a cheater, which I never have been, but that's how life chooses you. Anyway, so Day is involved with a lot of promotion events that happen in San Diego, mainly with the live entertainment. She's well connected with live entertainment. She's been working with various people. I'm not going to say their names, but I'm going to let her tell you her story, because it's going to be her show. But trust me, I know her very well. I know her, some of the people she's worked with for more than 30 years as musicians. Nothing to do with hip hop, nothing to do with jazz, nothing to do with, I mean, it does have a lot to do with jazz, nothing to do with rock or whatever, you know, or you know, whatever. So her show's gonna be, I think, a little of that, but we're gonna have some drama in there. I'll let her explain to you what the drama is, but the live entertainment will be a part of it, because she's always gonna be promoting these bands or various events, friends of hers. We just went to someone's 60th birthday some time ago, I think a week ago, and it was nice. There was a lot of people there from Dago doing their thing. I'm gonna tell you a story. I'm starting to see characters of individuals that will no longer be a part of me, but and it's fascinating because I wasn't even supposed to be at that event that night. No, they brought me for a reason, and we talked business and made contracts and made things happen, and her career is about to blow up. But I just know, so I mean, I know a lot of the people in her crowd, like a lot of the musicians I know. I played with them. I've been in shows with them. I've interviewed them. I filmed them. I have a deep connection with some of those musicians. And then there are other individuals that were here that were, you know, another note. So I'm gonna get on with this. What I'm looking for, I'm working on a kick right now. So, and this kick is something that I want to make it more, well, I don't want it to have so much bright to it, like a little dull, so I'm fading it, but I'm going to throw like an equalizer on it to do something else with it. And I know in the studio, Valentino will do whatever, but I like it pretty much now for this mix I'm going to do, and then, you know, we'll see what happens after. Like I said, I'm trying to change a lot of things in my music. I got drum sets that I can't use anymore. I'm redoing drum sets. It's crazy. It's like whenever a fad changes or a sound changes, you basically have to get on board with that real soon. Because if you don't, oh man, your stuff will be dated. And the people don't like to use the word dated. In some music genres, the word dated doesn't really exist. You can whatever, I don't know. But in commercial, it kind of does. Since a lot of the stuff that we're doing now is going to be aimed towards more television and movie, we really kind of want the sounds to be accurate. So on that note, Valentino has already produced another 25 tracks that nobody has heard. I have another 30 to be mixed that nobody has heard, but I want to work on new stuff because I have some new sounds and everything, and you know how I get about that. So it's like Christmas to me, so Christmas came early. But I probably won't start writing some of that stuff till probably midsummer, I don't know, or maybe sooner, I don't know, we'll see. This guitar player and I, we're gonna work on some stuff, and I'm gonna see how far he and I can go with creating an actual song like I did with Michelle Perez, and you know, we're doing the mix for that now too. So I'm a producer, bitch, like I told you. It's really about the music. I'm sorry for blabbering, but and I don't have my chair. I'm sitting on the stool today because it's like the same level. I'm gonna bring this back in because I know all you hear is like a drum set. If you can hear it, I can't play it loud because it's like where my studio is. I have neighbors now, but I mix a lot in my headset. But I also, you know, at certain times of the day, I can, you know, hear what I'm doing. Then, you know, I do the mix, go down to my car and see what's going on. It's a process, but anyway. So this one, I'm gonna bring this bass back in. And I'm looking for a certain kick with the kick, but I don't want it to be so bright. I want it to be a little muffled. And that bass is gonna carry some of the stuff. So here's the rest of the sounds. So if you listen to this track, you guys can hear it because I know it's real low. It's doing a bunch of things, but it's doing something that's the regular tempo that we like to use. Me and Valentino sort of have the same tempo, but sometimes it changes. But if you want something for a television or a movie, you want it to tell the story, you want to feel the sound as it's moving through the track, because it's just a loop right now. And once you can do that, then I think the best part of creativity when it comes to doing music like this electronically, because I know how to do it with bands too, but a lot of people don't know that. But watch, you're gonna see some shit. Anyway, I feel that if you have a way of creating in the song mode, be as creative as you are when you write your lyrics, you have a hit. No hands, then that's what it's really about. Now, when it comes to this, it's not going to be a single, but it's going to be something that I know I can throw in a project that's a movie set, or because there's some things coming. So now all I have to do now is, here's where I stop everything, and I listen to it again, and then I start moving it's like, well, what we're doing, I don't know. I like to say it's this. It looks like I'm drawing. So if you go, you can see it there, hopefully. Bring this a little closer. Okay, so if I were to go to here, and this is my, I mean, they call it I don't even know what they call it. It's like the scenes. You set up the scenes. But this is really where you create the song to become because right now it's just a loop. You can see the loop. It's a loop. I'm not ashamed of that. It took me a while to learn how to write by loops. Oh my God, I did 4 tracks. You guys, I can tell you some stories. You really don't know how lucky you are to not have to do some of the shit that a lot of us old timers, I like to say that now, can't believe I'm saying that, well, how we had to do to create and be able to have it in a way so we can hear it back. Because till then, it was always in our head. It was not out or in our headset because we were playing it, but we couldn't get it out or whatever. 4-track, you had to actually play. It was way different, but we don't have that anymore. Here. So with this, I can keep listening to the track and I can do drops. Now, when you do drops, you take certain sounds out to get a feel of the way you want it to move. And then when you write to it, if you remember that, that will be your pattern that you remember. And next thing you know, you have a song format. I mean, basically, it's good to go, you know, an intro, which is nice. So people, and a lot of them call it the drop. Intros shouldn't really be that long. But then again, if you do have them 8 bars or 16 bars, remember you have to be creative with that. So you have to tell a story. If it's 16 bars, it's pretty good, because what you can do with the 16 bars is by 4 bars, you can put certain things in or take certain things out and literally change the whole format. It's weird, huh? The whole format of the track. What's going on in the track? Because this has multiple, this is the music right here. All these things here you see are in it. These are instruments. All of them are separate instruments. You know, if I go here and show you, you see it right here in the mixing board. So I can take out, put in, add effects, drop effects. I can set up, well, with digital, you can set up stuff where it moves, it's automated, but I'm not tripping off that for this track. I have done that on other tracks, and Valentino does it too. But that's still a little character you're putting on it. So going back to this, I'm starting it again. And I know that this right here is definitely what we would call the hook, because it's everything in it. And again, this is instrumental. If I do put vocals on it, we'll record them in it. And that's another story. But I feel that right now, what this is fat enough to say, all right, it's good enough to be considered a hook, where if you do write to it, your lyrics would come. So what do you want to do? You want to drop it. It's easier sometimes to drop it in this mode, because you can go here and look at these tracks. Ones I'm looking at, like, sometimes I'll just do this. What I just did right there, I took out all the drums. Well, not all of them. There's still, I have drums on my sound, my sound bar, as I call that, my sound bar. I have drums. It's just this little snare, and then it does like a tink to it. So I have that. But what I want is to feel how I'm going to create this. So you can stop it. And this is just something that, I mean, I naturally do this. I don't do it like this, but I just want to kind of show you guys what's going on. So say if it starts like that, not that it's going to, but say it does. And you can do this. See that? Now what I did there, I brought those sounds in with the beginning, first 8, second 8, which we can call it a verse if we want, but I wouldn't call that a verse. I'm going to tell you why. Because you have a sound in there that's a melody that I think would interfere with whatever you want to do with it. If it's sing or if it's rap, I mean, I think it interferes. And you want rappers to be able to have an open plane where they can, and mainly singers, so they can create within. Singers and rappers are very different today than what they have been. So on the next song, I like to do stuff on the one that it matters. But I'm going to take this out, and I'm going to do this. What just happened? That's hip hop. again. And you can do this. And hear how the, right here. So anyway, that's all I can do right now for talking because I think I talk too much. This track is called The Voice I Have. I don't know when I'm gonna mix it. It might be today. I have a couple others I want to listen to also. I just want to give you a little insight of how I do it. I still haven't showed you where I get the notes from, the scales and all that, because I don't know if I'm gonna do that, but maybe I have an advanced class where you pay. I'm joking. Anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and work on this and then work on some others, and we're going to pause for the cause. I'm gonna do that, and we'll be right back. Take care. Bye. Actually, this is recording. So I want to introduce everyone to my brother here, and he's gonna be one of my guests on Producer Bitch. You guys know, watching it on the 7th episode. This motherfucker's one of the best keyboard players I know. He fucking hard. Man, San Diego. He's gonna tell you the story of how San Diego music started, and we're gonna have some fun. You got anything to say?
Yeah, that sounds like something I need to be on.
Alright, so make sure you guys check it out. I'm a Producer Bitch. Shirts are coming out soon. Real talk.